You know we like to paint things. Hey everyone, Dylan Schumacher, Citadel Defense, and today we're going to go on a little bit of a painting adventure. I am going to take these are Victos pants. These are terrible pants, don't buy these. These are their LEO pants, LEO duty pants. I've not really enjoyed these at all, hence why we're doing this today. And this is a very light tan color. Overall not bad, but I wanted to darken it up a bit. So I had this camouflage pattern. It's kind of like a German Streichen, like East German Streichen kind of rain pattern printed. And we're going to use this and some dark brown, maybe some dark green, I think just dark brown, maybe a little bit of black if I feel real spicy. And we're going to try to darken these up just a bit because right now they have too much, they're too bright. And I want to darken them up a bit to blend in with more of like fall grasses, you know, dying vegetation kind of thing. And even in the winter, or in the summer, excuse me, I think they'll still look a little bit better being dark. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint them with some spray paint, and we're going to use this as our general pattern. Now, I've never directly painted clothes before. I have painted, I had a 511 backpack that I painted that was black, so that obviously, you know, is harder to go from darker to lighter, right? This is much lighter and therefore I think it'll take paint a lot better. I will say that these pants are comfortable. That's about the only positive thing I have to say for them. So I'm curious to see, you know, as I infuse the cloth with paint, right, if that makes it more uncomfortable to wear. So we're going to find out. This is a total experiment and I'm filming it so you can come along for the ride, and at the end of the day we can decide if this was a good idea or not. So we're going to put these on the table, we're going to paint them up, we're going to let them dry, and then we're going to come back and see how they look. So let's go paint them. Okay, while that's drying, just a quick note here. Something that you probably saw during the video and that I experienced is that I struggled with the template because it kept collecting paint off on it, and then it would kind of drip off, and so I got these little paint splotches in places. So if you've painted with the template before and you know this, good for you. I haven't, and so I think what I learned there is that next time I would rinse the template in between, or maybe I'd have a bucket of water and I'd give it a dunk in between so I don't get that paint buildup and those splotches in places. So that's just a lesson learned. If you are going to use a template to do repeat patterns like that, you're going to be dumping a lot of paint on it. is that that template is going to catch the paint, obviously, and then it's going to run. That was the part I was not prepared for. So just a note of warning that if you're going to print out a template and use it on something like that, you need to have a system to clean the template in between so that it's not transferring excess paint and dumping it on your project. We'll let that dry a bit and then we'll come back and see how it looks. So this is the final result. Now, I think overall it's going to work. Like I mentioned earlier, I do think that there are some places, like right here is a good example, right, where some paint splotched through from the template. You know, you kind of have a couple here, maybe a couple right here. So I think that's just something working with the template, like right here at the cuff. Doesn't look pretty. But the question I guess I'm always asking is it going to be effective? Well, I don't know. I'm going to wear it out in the field and we'll find out. But I think this is certainly a much better step in the right direction than it was before. It definitely has darkened it up a bit, and it's not nearly as kind of shiny as it was before. So I think it's going to blend pretty well, and there's only one way to figure that out, and that's to get out and wear them. So paint your gear, do some experiments. I hope this was helpful and gives you some ideas. Do brave deeds and endure.